okay.
Gather round, friends, why hurry? Let's all stay a little longer.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Music Fest 2019, Texas Red Dirt Rose. Justin Brazil here on the mountain with Shane Smith of Shane Smith and the Saints. Happy Music Fest, buddy.
What's up, man?
Happy 2019.
Yes, sir.
This is the year, well, I mean, you've had some good years, you and your boys there, but here comes a new record.
That's right. That's right. We've got a brand new record releasing this spring. First radio single that drops at the end of January. And I'm really, really excited about this thing. It's been a minute since we've released a record, and so I don't know. This is one I'm really looking forward to.
Right now, you gave everybody 2 songs. Like, what was that? November?
Yeah, I think it was
like
in
that?
November. We released 2 singles. You know, it wasn't meant for. It wasn't intended to be like radio singles or anything like that. It was just more. There were 2 songs that we had recorded while we were in the studio recording this new record, and they just didn't make it on the record. And so, rather than just shelving them and not using them, I was like, no, let's just put them on Spotify or something.
Yeah, that was the thing there. It was kind of a thank you to the fans. Here's 2 songs, Spotify.
Yeah. And
Are
we
they ever
sent it
gonna...
out to radio also.
Yeah, no, we got them. Oh, well, we got them.
Y'all check them out. You know?
No, we got them. So are those songs, are they going to go away once the record?
No, they'll be there. I mean, they'll always be available on digital platforms.
Yeah.
So, you know, it won't be on a physical CD, I don't think, at any point in time that I'm aware of. But, you know, they'll always be on Spotify and Amazon and you know, all that, iTunes.
We had a chance to visit a couple of weeks ago, Shane, and we were talking a little bit about the path that you've got, or not necessarily you, but the band that you guys have decided to jump on. You know, you can always, we talked a little bit about, you can come home, you can come to Texas, and there'll always be a venue that you can play in, and a better chance than not, you can pack it out. But you guys are trying really hard to really spread your wings, and not only travel outside of the state, even close by, as often as possible.
Right.
But I think I remember you telling me getting involved in some fairly different type of festivals to get your brand of music mixed in with other formats, so to speak. Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, well, I think in general our sound is a pretty crossover sound. You know, it's a crossover with rock and folk and country and, you know, a bunch of different stuff. And I think at the end of the day, in order for us to keep moving forward and keep gaining fans in a lot of different areas throughout the world and the country, and I think we need to be playing different types of festivals that we've played before, and get in front of different types of bands that we've played with before.
Right.
So you already know, I mean, the amount that we've toured outside of Texas with that same intention, just trying to get our sound out there a little bit. Because I don't necessarily know that we are meant to be one of those bands that just, you know, it's like we just tour in Texas and we just get this huge following in Texas alone. I don't know that we're really intended to be that. Texas is that's our home plate. That is everything that makes up, you know, our foundation.
Sure.
And I'm just, at the end of the day, I think our sound is a little bit of a crossover sound, so we're trying to get it out there and trying to.
I think that's smart. I think that really should be the goal of any band.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, certainly we've all got home base here, and we know that we can be successful in that. But I mean, you want as many people as possible to hear your music. You didn't make it just for a certain set of people. You want everybody to hear it.
For sure. And it's a lot more difficult doing it that way. It's a lot more difficult touring.
Right.
You know, I think we've played just over 40 states or something like that through this whole process of trying to get it out there, and it's been over the last probably 3 or 4 years we've really pushed that, and it's finally starting to pay off. You know, we're finally starting to get a lot of festival offers up in Oregon and Montana and Idaho and all these places, whereas, you know, when we were first going out there, it's like, what the hell are we doing here? You know? No one has a clue.
But folks are showing up and you're selling a cap and a t-shirt every now and again.
That's right.
That's good.
Right. Every now and then.
That's great, man. So we're here on this gorgeous mountain. We've got 5 days. This is a very special setting, very special festival that Dixon Productions has put on.
It is.
And obviously you're here in a working capacity, so to speak. But is there a couple of things that you always like to do while you're here? Do you ski?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of folks will get in the kitchen and they'll have like a covered dish or a potluck. Do you get involved in anything like that?
Man, my brother comes up here every year, Connor, and a bunch of his buddies. Each year we try to do like a steak night where we go out to a steakhouse and kind of all sit down and just have a good dinner. I try to ski as much as I can. It's just you've got to have like a pretty good window of time though to get all your stuff and get out there and then get back and get ready for whatever show. And usually every single day we got something going, you know.
Well, you know, it's real fun when you're up there and you're coming down.
Right, yeah.
It's a pain in the, you know what, to get that far.
For sure.
You know, I didn't come up here to exercise and work out. You know, I appreciate the lift you've got there. That takes a little bit out of it.
It's an effort, but it's amazing, man. I love coming up here. I love the fans that come up here. It's a super, I guess, like it's a very interactive festival. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's neat that the fans and the artists are all just kind of like in this plot together,
there's a very thin line
out
between the stage and the crowd.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's set up that way. And I think that's why it's been so successful for so many years.
Absolutely, yeah. It makes it a really unique festival.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I want before I let you go, I want to circle back to two of the songs that you dropped back in January. Those Spotify songs, "The Hurricane," and then "Mountain Girl." Fantastic song. Now, there's a piece in it that that I want you to hear. That when you cut it, did well? Let's just here. What? I think it comes back. You know, I think we'll see her down the road. It's probably in there a good 30 or 40 times.
I heard you too many times as a kid growing up.
When you got to the 5th time, did anything click with you that we might? I mean, just even the initials in the CD liner somewhere. Just you know.
I need to. I'll give you credit on it. I'll give you credit. It's literally. I feel like it was probably muscle memory that I didn't even realize was there from listening to you.
You know, that's the fastest song I've ever learned to sing along with in 23 years.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
We'll see her down the road. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody finally put a magical lyric in one of their songs.
100%.
That's going to go to the top of the charts.
100%.
You know, it's a great song. You guys covered Hurricane really well, and look forward to this new album coming out. What'd you say, spring?
Yeah, spring is when the record itself releases, and I think we're actually going to do a little bit of a different kind of rollout on it on a digital platform, like on Spotify and stuff like that. But the physical record itself releases in springtime. So.
Well, come by and let's do some kind of special release on the radio show.
I would absolutely love
If you'll do that, I'll call my lawyer and tell him just to forget about it. All right?
Let's wave the sea down the road.
Shane Smith and the Saints' new album coming up on the mountain with us all week this year. Music Fest 2019, Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Thanks again to Dixon Productions and always our friends at Colorado High Vodka and Jag Metals, LLC. Shane, have a fun trip, buddy. Good to see you, man.
It's good to
you
see
bet.
you.
We'll see you guys on the mountain. Do you want to say it or you want me to say it?
We'll see you down the road.